The Bible teaches us how to win against Satan's attacks. That's why I want to tell you that there are three types of temptations that we face daily. We have fleshly temptations, which is the desire to please our flesh by any means necessary. We have worldly temptations, which is the desire to elevate our status by any means necessary. Worldly temptations prey on our desire to be seen as someone. Then we have satanic temptations, devilish temptations, which is things that the devil tempts you with. Those temptations, usually, if you follow through with them, you end up submitting to the devil. So when I say these temptations, I'm immediately thinking about the temptation of Jesus in the wilderness, where he was being tempted by Satan. And the first temptation is, if thou be the Son of God, command these stones to be made bread. That is a fleshly temptation, because he was hungry, and turning the stones into bread would satisfy that craving of his flesh, since he's been fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. But that would be against the whole point, right? So it would be by any means necessary. Let me fulfill this desire. Let me please this desire. And then we have where Satan takes Jesus to the pinnacle of the temple in Jerusalem. Why did he take him to the pinnacle of the temple? Why not just to any high building? Well, you see, when you go to the temple, there's all of these people there. And so, if you claim that you are the Son of God, and the scripture also says that the angels will bear you up and you won't strike your foot, then if you throw yourself down, you get to prove to all of these people that you are who you say you are. And so if Jesus were to go through with that temptation, he would then prove to everyone that he is the Son of God. Jesus understood where that temptation came from. He understood that he would be exalting himself when it's not yet his moment. And instead, what Jesus did, he yielded to the Father. And he combated yet again with scripture. And then Satan took him and he showed him all of the kingdoms and their glory. And he said, these I will give you all of this if you bow down and worship me. That is a devilish temptation. Why? Satan wants you to worship him. Satan wants you to submit to him. Now in James 4, verses 7, it says, submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So that means that in order for you to resist the devil, you have to submit yourself to God. What does submit mean? Submit means to place yourself under the authority of God. And only then you can resist the devil. And the devil will flee from you. By the way, resistance does not work against fleshly appetites. By the way, resistance does not work against worldly ambitions. Resistance only works against the devil. And it only works once you submit yourself to God. You place yourself under the authority and under the protection of God. Then only can you resist.